Hi, I'm Char, and I have a real estate company here, and I'm going to kind of take you on a journey today. And if you're watching remotely, we have paints and canvases in front of us. If you don't have that at home, then you're just going to grab a piece of paper and those markers from the dry erase board right now. What I need you guys to know is it's just like Christmas time. And when it's Christmas time, how many of you guys like opening presents that you don't really know what they are? You're opening them and it's kind of a treat. And if I was going to give you a gift, what do you have to do? Your hands have to be open in order to receive it. And so right now, my intent and what I'm going to share is that you also keep your minds that way. Because I have a gift, and you'll receive it the way I hope you're receiving it the way I intend it, which is just full of love. And if there's something that you hear that might rub wrong, this is just my story and some of the words that I use. And so keep your mind open so that you can get your gift. What I want you guys to do, first and foremost, everybody's going to close their eyes for just a moment. Yeah. We've all been busy. It's the morning, so this is probably the first time you slowed down since you got out of bed. So take a deep breath. I want you to go back to when you remember the very first time that you ever painted a picture, maybe in elementary school. So I gave you a blank canvas, full color palettes. Maybe it was even at home. If you're watching remotely, have your eyes closed. And what did you choose to paint? What was some of your favorite things to paint back then? Was it the ocean? Was it the playground? Was it a house? Landscaping? Was it people? Animals? And right now, as I'm talking, I want you to go ahead and open your eyes. I want you to paint whatever it was that you feel you need to paint or have it come through as I'm speaking with you. So there's paintbrushes and colors in front of you. So you guys are going to be doing this the whole time that I'm talking, and you're going to pull it back in at the end. Okay? So I'm Char Klisares. I have a successful real estate business here in Des Moines. I'm the mother of 3 children who have successfully launched, and I also am the founder of Take 10. Now, Take 10 is a quarterly networking event that takes place here in Des Moines, and we partner a networking event with local nonprofits to bring awareness to local charities. And I also have the Secret Foundation, and the Secret Foundation is bringing awareness to domestic abuse and bringing funds and change and making it so that domestic abuse is no longer a secret. Now, how did I get here? Well, I think we all kind of got here the normal ways that we all get here in time. But how did I get into real estate and jump into an industry that's incredibly competitive? It's been here for thousands of years before I got here, and do so well so quickly and jump to the top. And a lot of that had to do with mastering life's great math equations using words. Let me explain. So if you guys think there's 3 words that I came across, and I've got them here on a board so you guys can look up, and it is do, have, and be. These are 3 very important words because we all know people, we're all born with these 3 words as kind of our end goal and our intention. And as we shift these around and create different equations, if you will, what you'll find is that you're going to get more in alignment. As you get more in alignment with who you were designed to be, you're going to put these words in different orders. And so the first order you might put these 3 words is that, we have to do certain things in our lives so that we can exist. That explains why we're here right now. We have to do these actions or be members of this country club or have this job or go to this school. And that we can go out and we have the things that make us cool. We have the big house, we have the cool car, we have the designer clothes, and then we get to be the person that we're supposed to be. How many people here know or are actually maybe living that mantra and always chasing something that seems to be unattainable? Because where's the power in all of that? Power in using that equation that way isn't within yourself. It's always found with what other people think and what other people want you to be. And so if we use it, the math equation comes in where if we use it and we think about maybe you're showing up your real self only about 2% of the time, but 98% of the time you're having to work. And it feels like work. When you're going around and you're doing the things that other people are telling you to do that makes you valuable, you're buying the things that you have to have in order to be worth anything. And then at the end of the day, you wonder why you go home and you're so exhausted, you're so tired, or that you get so upset when somebody is not thinking fondly of you. A lot of that has to do with that you're only showing up about 2% of the time when you're using this equation. And so when we start moving those equations around, and maybe the next way you'll arrange those words is that you're going to have the things that people say that you're going to have. And you're going to be what people tell you to be. And then you get to go and do the things. There's a fast painter in this group. Very good. You're going to go and do things that people say, this is what makes success happen. And you know what? That might feel a little bit easier, a little bit different than the old equation that we had. The other way we were doing things. Because now you're showing up 50% of the time. You're in this, in your world, being who you were designed to be. But still, the other half of the time, you're not really going to feel like work. And at the end of the day, it's gonna wear on you, it's gonna wear you down. And what I know is that when we put them in this order, which is we're gonna be who we are, we're gonna get back to who you were designed to be, and just like our pictures that we see as we walk around, or as we look around the table, nobody can tell you who that is or what that is. Nobody can tell you that you're doing it wrong either. Isn't that beautiful? So when you get back to embracing who you were designed to be from the beginning, and release what others expect you to be or wanted to be, this allowed me permission to follow my natural GPS. And I think your natural GPS is your gut. A lot of people, GPS, GUT, same thing. And as you get more in alignment and trust and learn to trust that gut inside of you, you're going to put these in the right order so that you're going to be the person that you were designed to be, bringing your best version of yourself to the table at all times. Now, that doesn't mean that you get to sleep in. I'm a real estate agent, so I don't get to sleep in until noon and eat bonbons every day. I could. But this is where the discipline of the do comes in. And so I had to learn there were certain responsibilities that I needed to do. There were certain education that I needed to have. There were certain things and responsibilities that I have to put into place so that I can be the best version of me at all times. And then we can have what we're destined to have. So think of that as a mountain. So now, when you are being who you want to be, or who you were designed to be, different than anyone else, you're doing the things, so you're in control of this still. You're doing the things that you need to do to make you a better version of yourself. Then you get to sit back and have the life that actually you created. And also you're showing up. Maybe now you're showing up 90%, 90% of the time, and only 2% of the time you feel like work. And so now as you get more with who you were designed to be, it doesn't feel like work so much anymore. It's a lot more play. That internal child will be able to come out and that passion comes across. You know, think about it this way. If I asked you to jump into a pool and hold your breath, or jump into a pool and go to the bottom of the pool, how long could you be at the bottom of the pool without coming up for a breath? 40 seconds. 40 seconds? What about,
oh, probably 10, 15. Yeah.
Lonnie?
Oh, half a minute.
I can maybe force about a minute, right?
Yeah.
But then I have to come back up. Because am I designed to be at the bottom of a pool? What happens if I get gills? How long can I be down there?
As long as you want to be.
As long as you want it. How hard is it to be down there if I had gills? It's not hard at all, is it? And so if you're doing something that requires in your life, maybe you have gills, to have gills, but you're trying to hold your breath and you're going to the bottom of the pool and you're having to pop back up every couple of seconds because you're not doing what you were designed to do. How much more work does that take? And then also, how kind of bitter and angry do you get to the person at the bottom of the pool that's got gills? When they're just doing, and they're having fun down there. Wouldn't that make you mad? Because you're over here working 98% of the time, and they're down there having fun, and you're only really showing up 2% of the time because you're too busy swimming to the top catching your breath. So when you get into alignment with who you were designed to be, no one can tell you that you're doing it wrong. No one can tell you how to do it. And the other thing this makes you is it makes you unshakable. Because what we know in life is that you're either getting ready to go through something, you're going through something, you're coming out of something. And when you are going through those ups and downs of life, when you know who you are and who you're going to be, get into a planting where you're at your feet that makes you unshakable. So that as life comes at you, you can handle what's thrown at you. And so where do you start? So how do we start? Today you just realized in this second you don't have gills and you're in a pool swimming to the top every other day. So where do you start getting in alignment with your be? Well, first we need to know an awareness of the correct order of the words, because truly when you're looking at the equation, we need to put the things that you're in control of, which is the be and the do, because the be is that internal programming, the do are your actions. You have control of both of those. I don't know about you guys, but I have complete control of my body, and there are times where I want to lose 10 pounds, and I can't control this body to stop eating. So why we think we can control another person when we can't even control ourselves at times? We have to make sure our equations are the parts that we can truly control. So the first thing we need to do is just recognize the correct order of be, do, and have. And the importance of making sure that we're getting in alignment with who you were designed to be. The next thing we need to do is we need to engage. And engage, the reason we're engaging is so that we can get perspective. If you're not engaging with the world, you're not going to run out. You could, I guess, if you wanted to. Yeah, who am I? But I'm talking about getting together with your closest friends, having some very vulnerable conversations, and maybe asking them what they see some of your strengths are. If you have no clue, ask the people whom are closest to you so that you can figure out kind of what direction you need to go. You can gain perspective. You might think that you are an excellent swimmer, and your friends see you over here as I'm not. Okay, I'm a hot mess when I come to swimming, unless I have a swim diaper on. Fine. But you might think you are. Your friends, especially when they're really good friends, will help you get good perspective. Next thing is to do a little volunteering or mentoring. And the reason why this is so important is because through serving others, you'll find your true self there. And you're also going to be around other givers. And so if you're needing clarity or you don't know where to start, it could be as easy as starting at your church. It could be volunteering at the school. I know here in Des Moines we have a lot of volunteer boards that if you're looking for a project to do, just go on there and they'll put days and times and you can show up. And you can always bring a friend. There's usually always tons of people who won't have a problem. So go and volunteer and service others so that will help you for yourself. Third is to read. I kind of let my internal gut guide me on what I read, and I'm also always on the go. So I do a lot of audiobooks, podcasts, because I'm in my car a lot, because I want to make the most of my time. So I'll do reading that way. If I sit down with a hardback book, I can usually only get through about 5 pages when I'm asleep because I'm just tired. But read personal development, could be your Bible, self-help, your life. You remember that your life grows or extends to the rate that you allow yourself to. I remember when I was growing up in Dayton, Ohio. I never left Dayton, Ohio growing up. All I knew was Dayton, Ohio. And when I was 18, 19, and I moved to Virginia Beach, I went looking for the grocery store. And they don't have Kroger's in Virginia Beach, okay? They have these things called Food Line, and I was driving by the grocery store, didn't even realize it was a grocery store because I was looking for Kroger's. And so somewhere along the way, probably guided by hunger, I had to become open to grocery stores are named different things. And so being open to expanding my understanding and my knowledge to what you have today is just your act today. It doesn't dictate where you're going to go. And then lastly, and probably most important, is set daily goals. Because the daily goals and accomplishing them will help you build momentum, trust, and get comfortable with the unknown. And so start simple. It could be something as simple as eat better, move more, don't cuss, get up, go to church. But you're going to set daily goals. And that's also the reason why we never know when chaos is going to come. And if you have daily goals, at the end of the day, even if you stay focused on simple goals, like get out of bed. There are some people right now, that's a goal. And you know what, it's between them. They might need to hire a coach. They might need to talk to a good friend. I believe the service of a coach is fantastic. The sense that if you don't know how to set your goals, or you've gotten to a level that's all new to you, having somebody that's an expert in that area help guide you and make short work of the needed work is fantastic. They do it in a way that I want to say it's almost like reverse dog years. So you can spend 7 years kind of stumbling around trying to figure it out, or you can hire a coach and they'll probably help you get the same amount of stuff within 1 year. And so remember, it's through living life that you actually find it. And if you're showing up 100% authentic of who you were designed to be and who you are meant to be in this world, you know, if you look around this table and I see the different pictures that everybody painted, imagine how interesting this would be if we all just painted the same picture. Exactly the same. It wouldn't be very interesting. Imagine going to an art gallery in New York and every single thing in that gallery is the same. We are the same way. We were designed to be different from the beginning. I don't know if you know it, but you're like a 1 in 100 million combination. And on a certain day, not very long ago, you were the best. That certain day, you were the best. You were the best swimmer. That was the only time I was a good swimmer, was that day. And then it left my body. And so from your very beginning, you have been designed, we have all been designed for greatness. And if you're not feeling that, maybe it's because you're not doing what you were designed to do. So I'm Char Klisares. If you'd like to connect with me, feel free to find me on any of the social media sites. I'm the only one in the whole wide world. God knew the world couldn't handle more than one. And so that's why I want us to maybe talk about the pictures that you have in front of you and share the story behind it. But if you're watching from home, there's a lot of different pictures here. Maybe we'll put pictures up at the end so everybody can see what the different pictures are. But you know, when we are able to step back and just take in the landscaping of being different and appreciating the differences among us, and not looking over and thinking, she might be the way I want it. I can't control that. And I'm saying it can only control me, but at times that's difficult. So it will put you well on the path of making the right life equation and helping you find your gills.
Thank you.